I was working at the computer when his crazy ex banged on our door. I froze with my fingers still on the keyboard. My boyfriend Cameron looked up from the couch, eyebrows rising. Cameron was the kind of person who could stay steady even when everything went sideways. And right now, something was definitely going sideways. The banging came again, louder this time, followed by her voice shouting his name. Cameron stood slowly. "Don't open it," he whispered, but he was already moving toward the door. I didn't know much about his ex, except that she had a reputation for being overly dramatic. Not really dangerous, just chaotic enough that people rolled their eyes at the mention of her name. And right now, she sounded like she'd taken chaos to a new level. Cameron cracked the door open a few inches. "What do you want, Brittany?" She shoved her way in before he could block her. Her eyes were wide and wild, her hair half falling out of a bun, and she held her phone in a death grip. "You need to explain this," she snapped, shoving the screen practically into his face. Cameron backed up. "What are you talking about?" "It's you," she yelled. "You sent me these messages. You said you wanted to get back together." Cameron blinked at the screen. "That's not me. That's not my number." "It's your name," she screamed. "Who else would it be?" I stepped in. "Brittany, he didn't send you anything." She whipped around toward me. "Of course you'd say that. You're the reason he dumped me." Cameron shot me a look that basically said, "Don't engage." But that was hard for me to do when she was causing so many problems. Starting when she barged in accusing him because she believed a fake number over reality. Then she started wandering through our apartment like she was searching for hidden evidence. "What are you doing?" Cameron said, following her. "Stop going through our stuff." "I know you're lying." She opened a cabinet and slammed it shut. "You're hiding something." "I'm calling the building manager," I said, reaching for my phone. That made her spin around again. "Go ahead. I'll tell them everything. I'll tell them he cheated and you helped him." Cameron sighed, rubbing his temples. "I didn't cheat on you. We ended because you kept showing up at my job screaming." "That's not what happened," she yelled as she grabbed a framed photo of me and Cameron from the shelf and threw it on the floor and the glass shattered. Cameron stepped between her and the shelf. His voice didn't rise, but it dropped into a tone I'd never heard from him. "You need to stop. You don't get to come in here and break things. You need to leave." "I'm not leaving until you admit what you did." "I didn't do anything," Cameron said, "and you're done tearing up our home." I finally got a hold of the building manager and told him to come up immediately. Brittany kept pacing, muttering to herself, picking up items and slamming them back down. Every small crash put me more on edge. By the time the building manager arrived with security behind him, the apartment looked like a tornado had rushed through it. "What's going on here?" the manager demanded, stepping inside. "She's trespassing," Cameron said, pointing. "She pushed her way in, and she's been destroying things." Brittany rushed forward. "They're lying. He messaged me. He told me to come." "Do you have proof?" the manager asked calmly. She thrust her phone toward him again. "Right here." The manager looked at the messages, scrolling slowly, his eyebrows lowered. "Is this your phone number?" he asked Cameron. "No, this is," he said, showing the building manager his phone. "But it has his name," she insisted. "Anyone can type a name into their contact list," the manager said. "I didn't do that," she said, voice cracking. "May I see your phone?" Cameron asked gently. She hesitated, then handed it over like she was daring him to prove her wrong. Cameron tapped the info on the contact, then held the phone out so everyone could see. "This number is linked to a social media scam account. See?" He opened the profile of the unknown person who had been contacting her, complete with stolen pictures and zero real details. Security stepped closer. The manager exhaled, looking at her with sympathy, but no patience. "Ma'am, you forced your way into their home, caused damage, and made accusations with false evidence. You need to leave the building now, and you will not be allowed back without written permission." Brittany's face crumbled as the truth finally hit her. Security took her gently by the arm and guided her out as she stared at the floor. Cameron turned to me. "I'm so sorry. I didn't think she'd ever come here." I let out a slow breath. "At least now everyone knows the truth." He nodded. "Yeah, finally."